Hello and welcome back. This is Jack and you are watching Speak English Now. Today, we're talking about something that almost every learner struggles with, speaking English confidently. You might understand English videos, movies, even podcasts, but when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank. Maybe you feel nervous, maybe your words come out slow, maybe you understand people but don't know how to reply. That's okay. This is completely normal. The truth is, conversation is not a gift. It's a skill. And like every skill, whether it's playing guitar, driving a car, or learning to cook, you get better when you practice consistently. So today, I'll show you how beginners can start speaking step by step, how repetition can change your fluency, and how to make English a natural part of your daily life. Let's begin. At first, speaking feels hard. You search for words, you forget grammar, you make mistakes. That's what every fluent speaker once did too. The only difference? They didn't stop. They kept going, even when it felt uncomfortable, even when they sounded awkward, even when others spoke faster. And over time, their speaking became automatic. So remember this, you can become fluent. It's not about talent or luck. It's about daily practice. Slow, steady, simple practice. Now many beginners want to sound native from day one. They try to speak fast and use fancy words, but that often makes you freeze. You feel stressed and you stop talking. Start small. Use short, clear sentences. Use the words you already know. If you don't know a word, describe it. For example, if you forget chef, say the person who cooks food in a restaurant. That's still great communication. Because here's the truth. Communication is more important than perfection. Even if your grammar isn't perfect, people will understand you. And with time, your grammar improves naturally as you speak more and listen more. Speaking of listening, this is the secret most learners miss. Listening comes first. Language enters through the ears before it comes out of the mouth. When you listen daily, your brain starts to notice patterns, how words connect, how native speakers pause, how sentences flow. This is called input. The more input you give your brain, the more natural your output becomes. So don't worry if you don't understand every word at first. Even 50% understanding is fine, because each time you listen again, you understand a little more. And slowly, without even trying, words start to come out of your mouth automatically. Now let's talk about something powerful, repetition. Repetition means hearing the same things again and again, reading the same text again and again, speaking the same sentences again and again. Many people think repetition is boring, but it's actually the reason your brain becomes faster in a language. When you hear a sentence once, your brain makes a small memory link. If you never hear it again, that link disappears. But if you repeat it again tomorrow, next week, next month, that link becomes strong. Soon, the sentence becomes automatic. You don't have to think, it just comes out. That's why listening to the same podcast several times is so powerful. The first time, you understand the general meaning. The second time, you notice new words. The third time, you start to copy pronunciation or rhythm. And the fourth time, you can start shadowing. Shadowing means speaking along with the audio, word by word. At first it's hard, but it trains your mouth, your ears, and your brain to work together. Your pronunciation improves, your speed increases. And most importantly, you start to speak without thinking about every word. Think of it like training at the gym. If you go once a month, nothing changes. But if you train a little every day, you get stronger. Fluency is the same. Small daily practice beats long, random study sessions. So listen every day. Talk to yourself while you cook or walk. Repeat short phrases while you shower. Watch a short video and describe what you saw. 15 minutes a day is enough if you do it consistently. Now let's clear one big misunderstanding. Fluency doesn't mean speaking fast. It means speaking naturally, with confidence and flow. You don't need to sound like a native. You just need to sound like you, speaking clearly and calmly in English. At first, you'll translate in your head. Then, with practice, you'll remember full phrases. After that, you'll stop thinking about grammar and focus on meaning. This is how real fluency grows, step by step. And here's something most people forget. You don't need a partner to practice. You can practice with yourself. Talk about your day. Ask and answer questions out loud. Pretend you're explaining something to a friend. This might feel strange in the beginning, but it works. Because you're training your brain to think in English instead of translating from your language. If you want a simple plan, Here it is. 1. Listen to 10-15 minutes of slow English every day. 2. Listen to the same episode at least 3 times in 1 week. 3. Try shadowing a few sentences after your second listen. 4. Speak out loud daily, even if you're alone. 5. Review useful conversation phrases again and again. Do this for 3 months and you'll notice a huge change. You'll reply faster, you'll feel more confident, and most importantly, you'll start to enjoy speaking. So remember, conversation is a journey, not a race. It's okay if you speak slowly today. It's okay if you use simple words. Every time you speak, you grow stronger. Every sentence you say is a step forward. With daily listening, repetition, and simple speaking, you'll notice one day that something beautiful has happened. You're not thinking about English anymore. You're just speaking it. And that day will come because of the small steps you start today. Thank you for joining me here on Speak English Now. I'm Jack, and I'm proud of you for taking your English seriously. Keep listening, keep speaking, keep growing, one conversation at a time. See you in the next episode.